Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Bounce Back by Susan Kahn, a manual crafted for professionals navigating the rough waters of workplace challenges. Released in 2020, this book unpacks the psychology of resilience, offering readers practical strategies to not only face setbacks, but to transform their approach to them. Susan Kahn, a seasoned business psychologist and coach, injects her extensive knowledge into every chapter of Bounce Back. With her academic role at Birkbeck, University of London, and her hands-on experience at the School of Life, Kahn brings a unique perspective to the art of resilience. Her insights span the wisdom of ancient Greek philosophy, the depths of Freudian psychoanalysis, and the innovations of contemporary neuroscience. This book is particularly suited for managers, team leaders, and any professional who finds themselves daunted by the risks and uncertainties inherent in today's dynamic work environments. Whether you're a would-be risk-taker, hesitant about failing, or a worker anxious about disruptive changes, Bounce Back provides the toolkit to help you thrive through adversity. Join us as we explore how Kahn's debut book can help redefine your responses to professional challenges, reshaping them into opportunities for personal and career growth. Bounce Back: How to Fail Fast and Be Resilient at Work. Introduction. Unlock the power of resilience. Master the art of bouncing back. Resilience often brings to mind the image of elasticity, much like a tree swaying in a storm, bending to the force of the wind, yet remarkably returning to its upright position. It's this ability to withstand stress and adversity, to adapt and reshape in response to changing environments, that encapsulates true resilience. Today, let's dive into the world of resilience, exploring not just the concept, but practical ways to enhance your ability to adapt and thrive, especially in challenging workplace scenarios. Drawing insights from business psychologist Susan Kahn, we'll uncover the intrinsic value of resilience, showing that it's not merely about enduring the rough patches but flourishing during them. In our discussion, you'll discover valuable strategies, including insights from Freud on navigating office conflicts effectively, the critical role of a restful night's sleep in maintaining mental and emotional strength, techniques to relinquish control over the uncontrollable, easing anxiety and promoting mental well-being. Join us as we explore these transformative approaches to resilience, ensuring you're not just surviving but thriving in the face of life's challenges. Part 1. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Throughout history, failure has often been met with harsh consequences. In ancient Greece, unsuccessful merchants were paraded with baskets over their heads, while in pre-modern Italy, failed businessmen faced public humiliation, stripped naked and subjected to the jeers of their communities. This historical backdrop paints a vivid picture of the stigma attached to failure. Yet, in today's world, while not as extreme, the fear of failure persists. Here's the central idea we need to grasp. To succeed, you must accept that failure is an inevitable part of the journey. The realm of business and personal development provides ample evidence that embracing failure can be immensely beneficial. Contrary to old beliefs that equate failure with a lack of intelligence or capability, failure is often a precursor to success. This perspective is supported by the insights of psychologist Dennis Waitley, who describes failure not as an undertaker, but as a teacher, a concept championed by many of the most accomplished individuals and institutions. Consider the iconic basketball player Michael Jordan, who famously noted that his numerous missed shots in games were critical to his success. Similarly, J.K. Rowling faced multiple rejections before Harry Potter soared into literary fame, and the founders of Netflix experienced a pivotal rejection from Blockbuster before becoming a dominant force in streaming media. These stories highlight how failure is not only common among the successful, but often plays a fundamental role in their achievements. Thomas Edison's attitude toward his repeated unsuccessful attempts to invent the light bulb, seeing each as a step closer to the solution, underscores the constructive approach to failure. The challenge, however, is that not all environments are conducive to this healthy perspective on failure. In many cases, stakeholders such as bosses or clients may react negatively to failures. Therefore, it is critical to cultivate an environment that encourages risk-taking and views setbacks as learning opportunities. This fail-fast philosophy, which we'll delve deeper into, emphasizes quick iterations and learning from each failure to innovate and improve continuously. Thus, redefining failure as a necessary and instructive part of the success process not only helps in personal growth, but is essential for fostering progressive and resilient professional environments. Part 2. Mastering Failure with the Fail Fast Philosophy. Originating in systems design, the fail fast concept is pivotal in identifying early signs of potential problems that could escalate into major issues down the line. In the tech world, this translates to halting operations immediately upon detection of a flaw, allowing for quick corrections. This proactive approach has been adopted by businesses as a strategy to test products early and effectively, ensuring that failures are addressed swiftly to prevent long-term resource wastage. This principle isn't just for technology and products. It can transform the way we handle our daily tasks and projects. Here's the essential takeaway. Fail fast instructs both individuals and organizations on maximizing the benefits of failure. The safest way to avoid failure is by never attempting anything new, which, while secure, leads to stagnation. We excel when we step outside our comfort zones and engage with new challenges. However, once we've established ourselves and mastered certain skills, the comfort of expertise can make the prospect of risk-taking daunting. The familiarity of success is comforting, but it's also a trap that can prevent growth. As experts, facing a new field where we lack proficiency reintroduces the fear of failure. That's where the agility of the fail-fast mindset comes in. By swiftly engaging with new ideas and allowing for the possibility of low-stakes failure, we mitigate major losses and gain invaluable insights. Repeated attempts and minor setbacks provide the lessons needed to succeed in subsequent efforts. In today's fast-paced, unpredictable business landscape, often summarized by the acronym VUCA, which stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, failures are unavoidable. Sonny A. Giles, in The New Science of Radical Innovation, argues that organizations poised for success are those that don't just accept, but actively embrace this reality. Leaders within these organizations foster a culture of experimentation and moderate risk-taking, encouraging innovative problem-solving within a safe scope. In essence, implementing a fail-fast approach encourages not only resilience, but fosters a deeper understanding of our capabilities and limits. As we navigate through this dynamic approach to failure, our next discussion will explore another critical aspect of resilience in the workplace: self-awareness. Part 3. Uncover hidden drivers. How your unconscious mind influences resilience. Often, we view our behaviors and reactions as directly controlled by what we perceive. However, beneath the surface, our unconscious mind holds sway over much of our actions and decisions. For instance, let's visualize a manager at work who repeatedly overlooks a colleague's contributions. On the surface, this may appear simply as disrespectful behavior. Yet, hidden underlying forces, perhaps envy or a misguided belief about leadership, could be steering these actions unconsciously. The pivotal lesson here is, your unconscious profoundly shapes your behavior, and recognizing your inner motivations can significantly bolster your resilience. This concept echoes the profound insights of Sigmund Freud, who believed that our unconscious acts as a repository for repressed memories from childhood, continually influencing our adult behavior. Suppose you experienced feelings of neglect or envy during your childhood. these emotions could substantially influence your interpersonal relationships and reactions in your adult life. Our unconscious impacts us primarily through two mechanisms: transference and projection. Transference occurs when our reactions to people or situations are influenced by previous experiences. For example, if a superior's tone at a meeting causes you to blush, it might unconsciously remind you of an embarrassing moment from your school days. Projection involves attributing your feelings or thoughts onto someone else because you find them unacceptable in yourself. If you find yourself harboring negative feelings toward a colleague, you might unconsciously decide that they dislike you instead, thereby projecting your feelings onto them. To manage and mitigate these unconscious influences, it's crucial to delve into your motivations and understand your emotional triggers. This knowledge can lead to more productive interactions and less conflict, enhancing your resilience. A practical approach to uncover these unseen aspects of your psyche is through reflective practices. After experiencing conflict or discomfort at work, take a moment to write down your feelings and attempt to connect them to past experiences. This exercise helps make the unconscious conscious, freeing you from recurring unhelpful patterns and paving the way for improved personal growth and resilience. Part 4. Unlock the restorative power of sleep for enhanced resilience. If there was a freely available solution that could rejuvenate your body and mind, reset your health daily, and was accessible to everyone, it would undoubtedly be considered a miracle. This isn't a fantasy. This miracle cure is sleep, your innate superpower to cement physical and mental resilience. Sleep is undeniably the cornerstone of building robust physical resilience. Scientific studies are abundant in highlighting the multitude of health perks provided by a proper night's sleep. Despite this, the modern world faces a concerning trend of sleep deprivation. The World Health Organization has even declared that industrialized nations are experiencing a sleep loss epidemic, which poses severe cognitive and emotional risks. Have you ever pulled an all-nighter only to continue working the next day? Then you're likely familiar with the toll that lack of sleep can take on concentration, complex task performance, and learning new information. Sleep deprivation doesn't just undermine our cognitive abilities, it significantly weakens our emotional resilience as well. It leaves us irritable, quick to anger, and generally more emotionally volatile, similar to how a tired child might act out. So, how do we combat this and reclaim the restful nights we so desperately need? Insight can be gleaned from neuroscientist Matthew Walker's influential 2017 book, Why We Sleep, which offers simple but effective strategies to enhance sleep quality. For those getting less than 7 hours of sleep a night, it may be time to evaluate your intake of stimulants like caffeine and nicotine. These substances can linger in your system for up to 8 hours, disrupting your ability to fall asleep. Likewise, alcohol, despite its sedative effects, is notorious for interrupting the deep sleep cycle, the phase most crucial for restoration and health. Another tip is to avoid heavy meals right before bed, as they can impede the body's ability to enter deep sleep. Additionally, establishing a consistent bedtime routine can signal to your body that it's time to wind down, supporting a healthier sleep cycle. By embracing these practices, you can foster greater physical resilience through the powerful, restorative effects of sleep, ensuring you remain robust and effective in your daily endeavors. Part 5. Navigating the balance between optimism and realism in building resilience. Embracing positive thinking is often touted as the formula for achieving anything, from career goals to personal well-being. This approach has its merits, undoubtedly assisting many in surmounting challenges and reaching coveted outcomes. However, resilience isn't solely forged through a lens of positivity. In fact, considering potential pitfalls and failures can be equally advantageous. The central idea here is resilience isn't merely about sustaining an upbeat outlook. It also involves a realistic assessment of potential obstacles and setbacks. Acknowledging the possible reasons for failure might seem counterintuitive to fostering resilience. but it has its own liberating power. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy that promotes endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings and without complaint. Stoicism teaches two main principles. The first revolves around the inevitability of death, encouraging a mindset of urgency and appreciation for the present moment. While this may appear morose, it is intended to lift the mental burdens associated with procrastination and fear of the unknown. By accepting the finite nature of life, you are prompted to live more fully and procrastinate less. This notion extends beyond literal mortality. In a professional context, considering the death of certain aspects of your career, like losing a job, clients, or professional reputation, may initially seem daunting. However, understanding these as possible outcomes can sharpen decision making and strategic planning, providing clarity and focus. The second lesson from Stoicism comes from Epictetus, who emphasizes the pain caused by resistance to change and fear of the unknown. He advises focusing only on the changes that occur, rather than dwelling on speculated outcomes, which can lead to unnecessary anxiety. If considering the worst-case scenarios becomes too distressing and not constructive, it's advisable to revert your focus to handling real and present challenges, rather than hypothetical ones. By blending these Stoic lessons into a coherent approach, you can strike a balanced perspective. Prepare diligently for potential setbacks while also committing your energies to the concrete present realities of your life and work. This approach not only builds resilience, but also supports a more grounded, actionable, and stress-free way of navigating through life's uncertainties. Part 6. Discovering Your Why. How Purpose Fuels Resilience During Tough Times. Understanding the deep-seated reasons behind our actions can significantly amplify our resilience, particularly during challenging periods. This intrinsic sense of purpose is what drives people to endure rigorous work schedules when launching a startup or to keep pushing forward in a marathon despite the physical exhaustion. Essentially, when we believe that our efforts have meaningful outcomes, this conviction empowers us to overcome adversity. The fundamental insight to grasp is purpose fortifies us and propels us through hardships. Consider why you go to work each day. This question transcends the basic necessities of life, like food and shelter. It delves into your emotional and psychological motivations. Are you deeply invested in your tasks? This connection to your work can spark a willingness to exceed expectations, leading to both professional success and personal satisfaction. Imagine a primary school in an economically struggling city faced with budget cuts, leading to larger classes and increased student misconduct. The additional stress and workload affect all teachers, but their responses may vary depending on their underlying motivations. For instance, Teacher A turned to teaching primarily as a practical solution following a business failure. The job offers stability and is conveniently located, but it doesn't necessarily fulfill a deeper vocational calling. Conversely, Teacher B comes from a long line of educators and views teaching as a profound duty to cultivate compassionate, thoughtful future citizens. He believes in the powerful impact of primary education in shaping children's long-term learning and societal contributions. In this scenario, Teacher B is likely more resilient. His professional purpose is deeply intertwined with his personal values and aspirations, enabling him to handle challenges more effectively than Teacher A, whose connection to teaching is primarily circumstantial. This illustration shows that having a clear, compelling why can significantly enhance your resilience. To harness this power in your own life, start by reflecting on what truly matters to you. What are the values and goals that drive your decisions and actions? Identifying these can transform your ability to navigate and thrive during life's inevitable difficulties, reinforcing not just your endurance, but also your fulfillment and success. Part 7. Unveiling Your Unique Work Purpose. The Journey to Meaningful Engagement. In Japan, there's a beautiful concept known as ikigai, which translates to a reason for being. It's the passion and purpose that motivate you to rise each morning, providing more than financial reward. It fulfills a deeper need, making every day of work meaningful. Remember this crucial insight. Only you can determine what kind of work resonates deeply with you. Choosing a career path based on personal significance requires bravery. It often means venturing into the unexpected, potentially leading to misunderstandings or disagreements with those around you. However, embracing a role that aligns with your deepest passions is an invaluable opportunity, reflecting a life lived to its fullest. So, how can you discover what a meaningful work life looks like for you? Let's explore several exercises designed to uncover your ikigai and integrate your personal values with your professional skills. Start by reflecting on these four pivotal questions to discover your ikigai. 1. What do you love doing? 2. What are you good at? 3. What does the world need? 4. What can you be paid for? Envision your responses as intersecting circles in a Venn diagram. Your ikigai lies at the convergence of these elements. For a more imaginative exercise, picture yourself as a manager hiring for a position at your dream firm, and you're the ideal candidate. Describe why this new team member is critical to the company. What unique contributions would you make? Why do they matter? Try summarizing the essence of your role in just 140 characters. It's a creative way to distill why your work is significant. Another method to uncover your professional purpose involves recognizing what currently brings you satisfaction. Keep a nightly journal for a week, jotting down 3 positive aspects of your day before bed. Reflect on why these moments felt rewarding. This practice can illuminate patterns indicating where your true passions and strengths lie. These exercises are gateways to understanding and embracing your unique professional purpose, a process that not only enriches your own life, but also contributes meaningfully to the world around you. Final summary. At the core of achieving success is an unlikely, often overlooked element: failure. History's most illustrious figures, from Thomas Edison to Michael Jordan, have demonstrated that failures are not merely setbacks, but pivotal learning opportunities that enhance resilience. Understanding and embracing this paradox is crucial for anyone aiming to achieve greatness. Success is not just about triumphing every time, but about gathering wisdom from each failure, thereby cultivating a sturdier foundation for future endeavors. To truly harness the power of failure, one must also integrate psychological clarity, foster physical well-being, adopt stoic principles, and maintain a clearly defined purpose. This holistic approach ensures that each component, mind, body, philosophy, and passion, works in harmony, preparing you to not only handle challenges, but to thrive amidst them. By internalizing these lessons and embracing the complete cycle of trial, error, and recovery, you are setting a course towards unparalleled personal and professional growth. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.